Thursday, January 7th, 2021, and this is the Morning Breach with Scott Davis. I've been asked if the cybersecurity industry needs more advanced solutions to combat the challenges faced today. And I don't think we do. Most of the successes from cyber criminals are achieved using methods that have been around for years. From not patching a system, using default or easy to guess credentials, or falling for social engineering and giving up your credentials. There is an amazing suite of tools and services that are well positioned to accept the challenges and give you peace of mind, while knowing there is never going to be that 100% solution. The biggest challenge I see with cybersecurity is inexperience, or a small IT shop that promotes its cybersecurity model, but in reality, all of their time is spent putting out fires on reactive responses. There is no single test or single association that can proclaim they know it better than the next, and it places business owners in a tough spot when finding the right solution and partner to protect their data. The best thing for you to do as a business owner is to do annual checks and balances on your partners, or even on your internal department. And you achieve this with a third-party security audit. In today's world of cybersecurity, it's not a threat, and it shouldn't be seen as a threat of you're not doing your job, so we have to bring in this other person. Let's have someone that knows nothing about what we've done and what we're trying to do to see if they can get in and see what they can find. That fresh set of eyes will likely uncover something, even small, every time. Not only by adding this to your plan in 2021 will you better protect yourself, but you will align yourself more with the industry standards, compliance requirements, and possibly will even be likely to provide that report for some savings on your cybersecurity insurance, which after 2020 is sure to rise. Automaker Nissan had the source code of its mobile apps and internal tools leaked online after the company didn't properly configure one of its GIT servers, which was storing the data. A Swiss-based software engineer told ZDNet that the username password combo on the server was simply admin. Included in the leak is the source code for Nissan North America mobile apps, parts of the Nissan Assist diagnostics tool, the dealer business systems or dealer portal, the internal core mobile library, NCAR, ICAR services, the client acquisition and retention tools, sales and marketing research tools, vehicle logistics portal, Nissan Connect, as well as some other miscellaneous backends and tools. Now, Nissan is investigating the leak, but as more and more cars connect to mobile apps for remote start functionality, locking or unlocking your car, media, address books, mobile apps, and more, the capability of this source code to lead to a larger breach is pretty large, as those systems bring an array of risks if and when that code finally falls into the hands of the wrong person or that cyber criminal. So it's a pretty big story that we're going to obviously stay on top of here as 2021 goes. The year 2020 saw many adopt to the new way of doing business, and it was nice to see a number of countries take initiatives with updates to their data protection laws, including the major provisions of South Africa's Protection of Personal Information Act, or POPIA, which was enacted on July 1st after 7 years of delays. The South African Information Regulator wasted no time and issued a statement days later welcoming the crucial provisions, including those giving the regulator the power to impose administrative fines of up to 10 million ZAR, or roughly about 663,000 US dollars. Brazil's General Data Protection Law, which went into force back in August and aligns Brazil with many of the standards established with the GDPR, there are some differences with the guidelines, requirements, and penalties, so it is important to understand it if you're doing business or working with citizens of Brazil. New Zealand's amended Privacy Law, or Privacy Act 2020, went into effect last month. The Dubai International Financial Center enacted the Data Protection Law number 5, 2020, and Egypt saw the introduction of new data protection legislation as well. In the United States, there were numerous states that have updated their state's laws, and multiple bills failed at state houses and even the federal level. Cybersecurity is said to be a priority for the incoming president-elect, so only time will tell what is done over the next 24 months or really 4 years. If you missed it, yesterday the world watched a major government data breach live on TV as protesters stormed and took control of several offices which appeared to have had unlocked Windows computers. I highly recommend you read more about it or watch the breaking news broadcast that we did yesterday at themorningbreach.com. Continuing on our journey to improve your business documentation, we're going to target the Acceptable Use Policy today, or your AUP, which every business should have, and it should be part of your hiring process by being reviewed by those new employees, but also it should be reviewed annually by all of your employees. The purpose of an AUP is to outline the acceptable use of technology, which includes data for your employees. That could be social media postings, what you use for work, laptop, mobile devices, electronic communication, and really anything else that's technology. Your AUP needs to identify the general use and ownership of that equipment, data, and resources, especially as the remote workforce is not going away anytime soon. It needs to outline that the employee is responsible for the protection of any data on their systems or which they have access to. This includes making sure the computer is locked when they are away and not allowing their kids to use the work laptop for schoolwork or games. It also needs to outline that you reserve the right to scan computers, network devices, web traffic, email communication traffic, and other resources to ensure they are being used as outlined in the AUP, but ultimately to ensure that your systems are secure. Next, you dig into that security. You're going to outline your password security requirements and other business practices that are followed, similar to NIST's Zero Trust principle. The most important section is the compliance section and what the penalty is when an employee is found to be non-compliant. If you don't already have an AUP at your business, you can locate a free sample at themorningbreach.com to help you get started. If you do have an AUP already, now's a great time to review it and make sure it's updated, as so much has changed over the last 12 months with work from home and everything else. You really want to make sure that your AUP is positioned for business today and not what your business looked like 12 months or more ago. That's today's episode of The Morning Breach. If you've learned something new by watching this, please take a second and like and share the video. If you want to see more episodes of The Morning Breach or find useful resources in helping you secure your organization, please visit themorningbreach.com and follow along with us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Thanks for watching.